What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at future star Brewster. So he has come from a 70 rated gold striker, silver striker, can't be 70 in silver. He was obviously, I think he still is a Liverpool player, but is at loan at Sheffield. So this is why he does have a Sheffield future star. And I think the one thing they've really missed the boat on in this one, this card would have been absolutely perfect for a silver future card. That for me is a massive one. I'm hoping on Wednesday, if it's Wednesday or Tuesday, when they do their silver objective, it is going to be a future star. It is pointed in a direction that it is, because we've had freeze, we've had I think we've had a moment. Have we had a moment? We've had a moment. We had the Premier League last week. We've had plenty of informs. Future star has got to have one, in my opinion. I would like two of them back-to-back weeks, but I can imagine we'll probably only get one, which is fair enough. But I think Brewster definitely could have been even a silver SBC. I think people would have still done him just because of the sheer amount of silvers they've been giving out, and obviously it links with Akinfenwa, Vidra, it links with, is it Che Adams? Very, very good links in terms of a silver 74 card. But he is 86, and he's okay. And I think that the problem with it is, and we're going to talk about it anyway. We're going to let me know down below if you're going to finish him. Like, subscribe, and let's get into talking about him. So with Brewster, like I say, the one thing that I really think the difference is because he's now is an 86, he goes into the pool. He goes into all the strikers. So you've got your Ben Yeddas, you've got your Griezmanns, your Benzemas, you've got your Mbappes, your Ronaldos, your Rooney's, your Martial, Rashford, Bruno. There's so many cards out there. Striker, 85 and above. So that's where he goes. He now just gets dipped in like that, and there you go. As a silver, he stands above the rest. He is his own person. Obviously, the SBC probably has to be a little bit cheaper if it is the silver ones, just because obviously no one's paying 220k for a silver card when the max price is 30k on Team of the Weeks. But it would have been interested. 184 rated squad, 83 rated squad, something just a throwaway SBC. I feel like it would have been absolutely brilliant, and it would have made him more relevant. Obviously, the design is what's really kind of standing out right now. I haven't had the dynamic as of yet. I've seen it obviously on Twitter, but it didn't come through by the time we've done this. He is a 3-star skiller, 4-star weak foot with 5'11 on his height, right-footed, high, medium, attacking, 2 midfield or 2 defense. Work rate. Interesting, to be honest. Very, very interesting. I do wish he had the 4-star skills. That would always be a little bit of a bonus for me. And in terms of the weak foot and skill moves, it has stayed exactly the same. So we don't get the 4-4 as of yet. He is 92 acceleration, 91 sprint speed, so that's fantastic. We've got decent dribblings, high end, kind of like high above average in terms of dribbling. Obviously 83 composure, would like higher. 85 stamina, absolutely fine, with the 81 strength and the 89 jumping. That is accompanied with 85 heading accuracy, and then passing wise, it's really just the short pass that is standing out from the rest. So let's jump into some gameplay. We'll then come back and talk about the SBC price, whether you should do him, who you can link, who is similar, and we'll do all that coming up next. So with Brewster then, honestly, he felt nice. He isn't necessarily like my favourite striker in the world, but he definitely put some numbers on some players. We had some really good opponents. I think I left 2 or 3 matches. I think 2 matches, just because we was doing the first, like 10-20 minutes, and they was absolutely on me. So we've picked some of the better games here. We just managed to get onside with that one, and how he finds underneath the keeper's legs is absolutely unreal, because you should have seen the saves that this guy was pushing out. Absolutely everything, and this is a really nice one. Mane goes for the fake, passes it across. Brewster hat-trick, thank you very much. And honestly, it took a little bit of time, took a bit of getting used to with this Brewster. He is quite a speedy little card, but in terms of kind of getting in the right position, I not necessarily struggled with it, but it just never fell to him. Like, do you know when you get a match and Ronaldo scores a hat-trick, but your 99 Messi, your 99 Mbappe scores 1? It just falls to the player, and honestly, this game was absolutely no different. He really put the town really with it. And again, the SBC, it is an 84 and an 85. Same as yesterday with, obviously, how do I pronounce his name? I can't. Bruno, the Brazilian cam CDM. Obviously 84, 85 with Premier League and England. 1 in form, one in form. Very, very simple. It is literally the same price, and it's, like I say, it's a nice card. I personally put links with Rooney, which is always a massive one right now. Then you could have like Rashford and someone like a Henderson, for instance, as the kind of CM and left mid to make sure that he's on absolute full chem. So that's always an option. Or you could just whack him as a cam and then obviously put Rooney up front and get the links that way. Two literal English cams, very, very easy to do, especially if you have an icon that's English. You look at a Beckham, Scholes, Lampard, Gerrard, Barnes, plenty of players that can get that English link. Similar players, Vardy, very quick, a little bit taller than normal, not necessarily a stocky build, quick, good shooting, and obviously does have not necessarily passing issues, but his passing is technically lower than this card. So you be the judge. Sometimes the in-game stats can mess with you, so don't always take it on face value. And I said that in every review, always look at the in-games first. Don't think just because he's got 95 pace, 90 shooting, 90 dribbling, because you would find that the sprint speed is absolutely cracked at 99 and you've got like 91 acceleration, and it doesn't sound like much, but when you're coming up against a card that actually does have that, you will find the difference, and it's just bound to happen. In terms of Brewster then, obviously we haven't really had too much of him. He's mainly been Liverpool, obviously went to Swansea for a year, and then he's doing the same at Sheffield United. So at the moment I could see them calling him back. Well, probably not actually, because he's a striker and they seem to have an abundance of Firmino, and I think Jota's just coming back from injury as well, so plenty of kind of like striking force there. They really, really, really are struggling with their defence, in my opinion. So it would be interesting to see if we see a centre-back Brewster card before too long, obviously getting recalled back. But in terms of kind of like the overall for him, I've given him an 8.8, mainly because I've taken one off for the skill moves. Always would prefer 3-star. We not necessarily have the greatest of passing, and I'm not like just taking a point off every single one I find. It's nitpicking. It's what makes the kind of best player in the game. Overall stats and just overall just a great animation card. But other than that, I feel like he's an okay card. Would I say he's worth it? I probably wouldn't, just because the sheer amount of cards that you've already got, you've already can get, and then upgrade packs. I personally wouldn't bother with this card. If you are looking to get this card for a reason like FUT Champs, Rivals, then stay away, because 220k can be spent so much better. Obviously, people should have a team by now, I can imagine, so that would be a hell of a lot easier to kind of make your decision on if this SBC is worth it. I personally think the SBC is absolutely fine, like the pricing of it, can't argue one bit. I just think as a card linked with the SBC, with no upgrade fodder, we've all been tapped out of packs, I just think definitely wait for upgrade packs at the very minimum if you are wanting to do this card still. But hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and if you want to let me know who you'd like to see next, I'm trying to get all of the footage complete ready for the rest of the future stars, so stay tuned, like, subscribe, see you.